You know what time it is? It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's number one urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. And we are broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And guess what? It's Women Rock Wednesday. I'm excited about the day. History has been made today all over the place. But as customary, it's Women Rock Wednesday, so I have to give a shout out to the first 5 women that signed on to the Chop Shop feed via Facebook or YouTube. And guess what? The first one on my list, y'all. I wish y'all could see the picture. I wish I could put it up there. It's Brandon Nicholson is the first one, first lady. Hold up. Let me pass all these guys, get them out the way. Thank you guys, but we don't need you right now. Madonna Johnson. Let me go past another guy. Dale Griggs. Let me get past another guy. Another guy. Candace is in the building. Candace Williams in the building. Wait a minute, we ain't got but 4? What? Y'all know I got to wait. I got to wait. Where are my girls at? It's women. Oh my God, women don't do me like this. Because the guys be talking about, man, we don't need to have no Women Rock Wednesday. Them girls don't be doing that. Them women don't you do me like that. But that's all right. But those are 4. We're going to go with that 4. Share the show right now. Maybe they doing something. Because them women always got to do something. Women so important, man. I'm going to show you. I got something to show you how important they are. Today we're going to have a special girl. I go D. White. D. White, girl. D. White, I wish I could hug you right now. I just wish I could hug you. Thank you so much. I know the other ladies will be in shortly, but y'all, this is a great day, man. I don't know what the young man behind me. If anybody know anything about me, they know how my love for him and his family. I go Tosh in the building. Y'all know how if you know me, you know I got an affinity for Stephen Curry and his wife. But last night, y'all, he just it was unbelievable what he did last night. Marquesa, hey, Marquesa, last night. It's just, I don't know. I don't know if y'all understand what happened last night. He did it in 511 less games. Are they shopping, buying gifts? Okay, all right. I'm good, Mars. But I wanted to share some, and I know maybe I should wait on this because it's some stuff. I need more people. Y'all share the show because I just shared it. Need more people on the feed because I'm gonna give y'all some information that a lot of people you probably won't get it nowhere else. But shout out to the Stephen Curry. I'm gonna bring some of that stuff up in a minute. But y'all here now, it's important. Jackson State did something historic today. Deion Sanders landed number 1 college football recruit, man. It's breaking news. That's breaking news, too. Deion Sanders, he did the improbable. I remember Kelton Solomon when I was talking and doing my stump for the HBCUs. You know the backlash I was getting. How they ain't gonna never come? They ain't got no facility. How they ain't gonna never do this? Man, one guy who went to HBCU, I don't like the way they did my money. I don't like my financial, how they did my financial aid. We always got some kind of excuse. But he did the improbable. He got the number 1 ranked high school football player in America. Not number 2, not number 3, not number 4. Sonia Billingsley, Jackson State. Historically black college. Got the number 1 football recruit in America. His name is Travis Hunter. He committed to Jackson State, flipping from he was going to go to Florida State. Y'all, this is historic. It hasn't happened since the days of Jim Crow. Yeah. That's why I told you I got too much to tell. Ain't enough people on the feed. Y'all got to share the show. Let me give me a drink. Y'all got to share the show. This historic. This happened since the days of Jim Crow. Young boy could have went anywhere. Ivan Pettit, this young boy could have went anywhere. Travis Hunter, share the show. Not just Deion changing the narrative, all of us are changing the narrative. Kelton, all of the people, all of us, me talking about this stuff for the last 5-6 years on this show now is manifesting. What's up, Jeffrey Day? Jeffrey Day, I had to pray for my boy yesterday. Hey, y'all parents, y'all better leave Jeffrey Day alone out here. Jeffrey Day was spitting bars yesterday on Twitter. Y'all know when I comment, it's got to be good. Because I don't comment too much on social media. But Jeffrey Day, I don't know how long you've been walking with us on this show. Jeffrey Day, I used to be the lone guy up here talking about HBCU. Even Jimmy, a HBCU attendee, he didn't believe it. A lot of people didn't believe. This Women Rock wins. A lot of people didn't believe. I said this was going to happen. I was praying this was going to happen. We spoke it into existence. We spoke this in. Shout out to Ivan Petty, who cruising the waters. He always on something. Him and that Daryl Anderson go on more cruising. I'm gonna start hanging with them guys. Them dudes cruising. Find out if they got good Wi-Fi, Daryl Anderson on those cruises. Then I might go because I got to have my chop shop. But Crystal, hey, y'all hold up. Let me show you how important women is. I was gonna save it. Let me show you. Let me show you something. I think I locked it in. Hold on. Check this out.
I got no committed before the state, but this will look real good too, but that ain't my choice. This will look real good too, but I'm gonna say that for later. I don't like this one. It fit me well, but that ain't who I want to be. Check me out, mom. Look at that hat.
Y'all hear what he said? Mom, throw me that hat. He didn't say cousin, brother, daddy. Mom, throw me that hat. Y'all just don't understand. I don't know if y'all understand what just happened. I don't care about Florida State 2 years ago. I don't care about them. I don't care about they could have had Deion Sanders. I'm talking about Jacoby, what's happening right now. Quit worrying about what the PWI is doing. See what happens when we are in control. Mamas, I've been telling y'all this for 6 years on this show. Mamas, I've been telling y'all this. How did that never happen? Chris Walker, it'll never happen. Yo, I didn't go to a PWI. I didn't go to a HBCU. My daughter did. But I'm out here, champ, because I knew it could happen. Yes, that's why I'm so proud. The fact that this young man can turn down all of Georgia. I'm going to Jackson, Mississippi. Yo, see, parents, the power that we have. The power, oh yes, the power that we have. That's the only time you have the power, when you choose. You can choose the school you go to. You can choose the agent you go to. That's the only time you have the power. After that, you ain't got no power. Frank White. And everybody ain't going to go to no HBCU, and I understand it. I'm just telling you, we spoke this into existence. We spoke this into existence. Never forget this, man. Let me tell you something, Derek Daniels. I talked about this 6 years ago. I've been talking about this on this show. No, Michael Garcia, I did not celebrate the win last night. Memphis won last night. Y'all notice I ain't been talking about Memphis, my team. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in these selfish-ass basketball players. I'm disappointed if you got a son and your ass selfish, he gonna be selfish. I'm disappointed in the veteran leadership on that team that's mad at the young kids that's coming in. It's a lot of this selfish ass stuff going around in sports. I'm gonna play something for you. An unselfish guy, then I'm gonna come back to that point because it's pissed. Yeah, I'm about pissed off. Thanks for saying something, Michael Garcia. I wasn't excited about the game last night.
Yo, I just want to say thank y'all so much for the support, the love, the energy for last night. I woke up feeling really special this morning, and can't thank y'all enough for just being there for this whole journey. I know we got a lot more to do, but I got to take a second and just appreciate what 2974 means. History was made last night. Shout out to Ray Allen, Reggie Miller. You guys are the icons that paved the way for me to even dream about a moment like this. And I got it done last night, so I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you everybody who reached out, everybody who showed some love last night. We got some more to do. 29, 74 and counting. I appreciate y'all.
Mamas, not to say he perfect, but this is the kind of kid that you want your son to grow up. In college sports, high school sports, I am seeing so many selfish people. I'm seeing it. I sit there and watched it in a middle school game. Well, what's wrong with y'all, man? What's wrong? What's wrong with people, man? Michael Garcia, I think he was being sarcastic. Talking about, was I glad to see Memphis win? Hell, I mean, I want them to win. It's my school. But I didn't celebrate. What the hell I'm going to celebrate for? I didn't tweet it. I didn't say nothing about it. Supposed to win. But when you got a team and then you got some people on the team jealous of some other people coming in, I'm just getting so sick of this. I'm just sick of it. Because I've always been a team player, man. I don't understand the mentality. It's 13 kids on the basketball team. And I know I'm switching the subject. Shout out to Dion. We can get back to that. But Garcia you just got on my nerve last night. Yes, they supposed to win. Paul Miranda, they did. You might have didn't think that. To me, Paul Miranda, you got to realize, I told you the other day, you ain't been listening to the show. We have to start correcting our lens. Your lens, you might think it was Alabama. In Robert Hatter's lens, I think we gonna beat the hell out of Alabama like they did. That's how Robert Hatter thought. So Robert Hatter didn't have to Paul Miranda. I wasn't worried about it. I looked at the way we lost the last. You were looking at the headline. I watched the last 3 ways we lost. Last however many lost. I watched the loss. 2 points here. 2 points. A possession game. Stop it, my ass, Paul Miranda. Hey, Paul Miranda, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Like I said, you in your lens, you look at life through, you got a different perspective about life than I have. No way I was excited and celebrated about that game. You live in your world, Paul Miranda. Don't you do me a favor. Don't you put the way you think on me. What's up, Ray Moore? Don't you ever in your life, because I ain't gonna never put the way I think. I get on here and tell you, I didn't see you say anything about Richardson getting their ass whooped this weekend. I didn't hear nobody print a tweet. I didn't see a tweet out of you and nobody up there. But you're gonna come on here and talk this mess? Yeah. I just said I wasn't celebrating it. Ray Moore, he from Memphis. I know he wasn't celebrating last night. The hell I'm going to celebrate a win over Alabama when we let Murray State and those guys beat us. I don't have to congratulate Penny on that win last night. I didn't call him. I didn't care about. Let me tell y'all something, man. If he'd have lost that game against Alabama, it was all right. No. Morris Parson, let me tell you something about life. Nobody's going to ever be all the time say the things that you want them to hear. And I'm not on here going to tell nobody everything. Listen to me. I know what I'm doing, Morris. Let me run this. You run that over there. Let me run this. Yeah, see that? Who they lose to. Now they playing around. Memphis had the number two recruiting class in the country. Don't mean you're going to be good. All you got is some little freshmen that don't know how to play basketball. Landon, did you say that about Kentucky? Who got five? Hold up. Kentucky got five stars and they get beat by Notre Dame. Have you ever, I mean, yeah, see, sometime Morris, y'all got to understand. I'm a Renaissance guy. When people say something, I mean, I got a wide range of the way I handle things. Big time. So if you calling that a big time win, Jacoby, so those big time losses then. He lost. See, I learned not to get too high and not to get too low when you got to depend on 18, 19, 20-year-olds for your living. I'm going to repeat that. When you got to depend on 18, 19, 20-year-old kids to determine how you live, it's going to always be crazy. Go back and imagine what y'all were at 18, 19, 20-year-olds. And y'all wasn't no athletes. Y'all wasn't y'all went on the stage these kids are. Man, you know Richardson got beat, Paul Moran. And that, see, what he said, come on, bruh. Ain't that your favorite thing? Come on, bruh. You know Richardson lost this weekend. Ain't no way in the world you don't know Richardson didn't lose this weekend. Okay, ain't no way in the world. Okay, all right. But help me out here, y'all. What is wrong? I'm watching college basketball all over the country. I don't know. I didn't mean to go here, but Garcia sent me here, so I got to go here. Parents at home. And listen to me, parents. And I done told y'all a million times. These coaches, college coaches, are not going to tell y'all the whole truth. I'm not calling them lies. I don't know what they're inside their mind. I'm not Paul Miranda. I'm not going to get inside these coaches' head and tell. But they will tell you some stuff. And it might not come out the way, and it might not happen. They will promise, they got 12 more other parents that they are talking to too. One of the greatest advice that I had was when John Lucas gave me some advice. My son was leaving 8th grade, going to the 9th grade. So we had options of what school we can go to, right? And the village school, wanted Robert to come over there and all that kind of stuff. And I said, okay. John said, the guy talking about, man, I'm going to give him the ball. I'm going to do this. I'm going to give him the ball. I'm going to give this. I'm going to give him this. I'm going to do this, right? John told me to ask the coach, whatever you telling me right now, do me a favor. Could you say this in front of the rest of the parents? If not, we're not going to come here. I know that probably done went over your head, parents. When they listen, parents. When they recruiting you, they giving you the recruiting speech. Once you on that campus, things change, parents. Folk, Slim, I'm not going to go. Slim, I'm thinking, Slim. I'm thinking, y'all help me with this now. You know what kills me? Y'all got to help me with this because I'm trying to help y'all. Y'all, there's some stuff happen. The reason this coming out of me right now, this stuff is happening to me right now. I know kids all over the country at all universities. And things are not happening the way the coaches said they were going to happen. Well, Google it, Paul. I'm doing a show. I ain't got time. You Google it. Listen, parents. It's some parents right now saying to me, Hatter, I'm glad you told me that. You told me this was going to happen. Y'all. But that's no reason for you to treat the freshmen coming in, no upperclassmen, to treat the freshmen bad. My son had a little of that when he went up to Cornell. I never said that. I never shared that with nobody. The freshman, the black boy, coming 1,700 miles to New York, starts the first day he stepped on campus. Everybody didn't like that. But the key thing with those coaches up there, they never promised. I ain't never asked the coach if he gonna start. I never asked the coach nothing. Y'all got to understand. Don't tell Robert this. You know how you can care but don't care? Have you ever, I care but I don't care. He didn't go up there to be a professional basketball player. He went up there to be a professional. And he got my name attached to his name, so he better be professional. If you get in trouble on that campus, that's my name is going to be plastered. And one kid came from Houston and went up from the Houston area and went up there and got in trouble and got the coach fired. So it happens on college campus. Thank you, Sonya. Thank you, Sonya. Thank you, Sonya. Thank you, Sonya. Yeah. In Little Rock. A team in Little Rock. Lost to North Little Rock. That's Sonya Billings. See. That's why I love that woman, man. Yeah, y'all, it's Women Rock Wednesday. That's what I told him, dude, you got to figure that out, player. I gave him some pointers. I told him how I would do it if I was going up there. I did tell him, hey, find out whoever playing point guard. The first night you play against, y'all done heard this story. First night you play against him in open gym, you tear his head off that night. Soon as the first ball, and whoever you tear his damn head off. And then I said, not only stick the knife in him, twist the knife. That's what I told him. Yes, I told him that. We have to prepare them. We got to prepare them. Let me tell you something. The reason I'm bringing this up, because Garcia, I'm mad at you because I got some more stuff I wanted to bring up. But he got to talking about, am I celebrating Memphis win last night? Hell no. I know how these guys been coached. I know how these guys, and they get in the game and gets Hollywood. Just turn the ball. They'll steal the ball and turn it right back over. Steal it again and turn it right back over. Steal it again and turn it right back. Yes, Stephen Curry. Selfless player. Last night, he brought engraved. I mean, and it might not mean nothing to y'all because they're millionaires and all that good stuff. But he bought engraved. And the way he was looking at it, he gave Stephen Curry. I'm switching to Stephen Curry. Let's talk about this selfless act. He gave Andre Iguodala and Draymond Green an engraved special Rolex from him as a keepsake. And Charles Barkley asked a stupid question. Well, why didn't you get the rest of the guys? Because these the guys who've been with him from the beginning. Those are the guys who helped him get those, 2000. Now, let me go there. Let me go. We're gonna go all over the place. But let me go there with Stephen Curry. I got some numbers I want to give y'all that y'all probably. He broke this record. Of Ray Allen. Ray Allen was in the building last night. I hope y'all saw that. With 511 less games than Ray Allen had. Okay? When he entered the league, yes, thank you, Crystal. When he entered the league, y'all, he attempted fewer than 5 threes a game in his first 3 seasons. Because everybody talking about he shoot a lot, right? First 3 seasons. Less than 5, first 3 seasons. Then it goes up to a little under 8, round 8 for the next 3 seasons. And then after that, he gets into double digits. He's a lifetime 3-point shooter of 43%. What's his name? Nick Wright did the math. He said, y'all got to hear this now. If the record is broken, the person who breaks it is not currently in the NBA. And he said he would bet his life on it. This Nick Wright. He said, just for context, Steph Curry has more threes than KD and Kyrie combined. Talking about made threes. While shooting fewer threes in his career than James Harden has. Steph is around 3,000. He 290 something. 2,900 70 something, almost 80. Around 3,000, right? He would probably finish in his career, let's assume, around 5,000. He might have 5,000 when he finished. What would it take to break that 5,000? Okay? Check this out. How about 300 threes a season for 17 years? Okay. Watch this. The full list of human beings alive that have 300 threes in a season, you want me to give them to you? The full list of human beings alive that have hit 300 threes in a season. Son, check this out. Stephen Curry done it 4 times. James Harden has done it once. That's your list. That's it. Somebody said, what about Trae Young? What about Trae Young? Career high threes is only 205. Check these numbers. Trae would need to hit 300 threes a year for the next 15 years to get to where Steph is going to lead this thing. Nobody else is probably going to break Ray Allen's record, y'all. Other than Harden in the next decade. Nobody other than Harden probably would break it. It's just the math, guys. I don't know if it's unbreakable. If it's going to be broken, it's not by Luka. It's not by Donovan Mitchell. It's not by Trae. It's by somebody who probably hasn't been born or in the league yet. And just think about this. What my parents said, who are always talking about the 3 stars and the 1 stars. And my son is 5-star. Where they at? Kenny Lofton, where they at? Stephen Curry was a 3-star recruit. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. I got a picture. I got to put it up on the screen. I got to put it up on the screen. I think I got it. This is just for y'all. Did I put it? Oh, there it is. There it is. I got to put this. I got to let my people see this, man. I got to put this on the screen. Come on, pop up. Y'all, this stuff try to take so long on you, boy. But Robert Hatter going. Okay, let me see. Here we go. I'm gonna try to put it right there in the center. No. I'm a historian. This ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm a historian. Look at this kid, man. He didn't have no office, y'all. His daddy's own school. They get to talk about, well, his daddy's in the NBA. His daddy. Michael Jordan's sons wasn't this damn good. Y'all, he was, let me scoot that. I want to let y'all see that a minute. Hey, I'll scoot it up a little bit. Y'all look. Let's take a look. Okay? All right. He was a 3-star recruit and the 256th ranked player in the 2006 class. He committed to a school that haven't had a player drafted since 1960. Yet he has now made more 3-pointers than anybody in the NFL. In the NBA. Incredible. It's hard to believe because I've been hearing some people on Twitter talking about it's hard to believe that even in his sophomore year in high school, he was still shooting the ball off his chest. And that turned a lot of scouts off. He was also the son of an NBA player who's consistent one of the greatest shooters in the league. But his brother had the same daddy. He ain't shooting like Steph. Blake Griffin and his brother, they had the same training growing up. They went to the same practices, the same workouts, the same. One of them was good than another. Larry Jordan was the coldest dude in Wilmington. Michael couldn't beat his brother, but guess what? Larry stayed at 5'9" and Michael grew to 6'6". Yes, it's National Signing Day. Great story, Kelton. Hold on. Somebody said, well, you know this was going to come, y'all. Y'all know this was going to come. Well, he shoots it more than anyone ever did before. Game changing for sure, but let Larry Bird throw it up 800 times a season and see what would happen. You know that was going to come. Well, he didn't. And one thing is for the amount you use the amount of shots for an argument because Steph shoots so much. Yet he is highly efficient. Nobody in history could create shots for themselves like Steph. And Davidson, go back and look at the Davidson magical run in NCAA. It was one of the most best individual performances that I can ever remember. I like that one. 3-star sons. Hold up. Somebody said 3-star for a son of an NBA career player. The son learns from watching his father day in and day out. Jeffrey Jordan didn't. His other brother, Marcus Jordan, did. Man, we are seeing some great things happening. Shout out to TSU last night. They beat Rio Grande Valley. I got a question. Folk, who know about that? What TSU supposed to win that game? Here comes Jimmy. So he might can help me. Was TSU supposed to win that game last night? I'm just asking. I don't know. Who was the favorite to win that game? Because I don't never look at the let me click this thing out of it. I don't never look at the what you call it? The lines. I never look at the lines because I ain't trying to gamble in Vegas right now. But trying to hook you up back there, Jimmy. Let me see. Let me make sure. Let me see. Oh, I didn't mean to add you. I didn't mean to add you yet, Jimmy. Let me get you out of there, boy. I didn't mean to add you. Look at you. Looking over. Let me assign you to something. Yeah, now I add you. You should be. Think, Jimmy. You should be ready. Hold on. Let me see if you're ready. No, you ain't ready. What you doing over there, Cheat? You done went to another. He changed computers on me every day. So let me find where he is. Hold on. Let me find where he is. Oh my goodness. Jimmy, you and your changing computers every day. You got to understand we assign you to certain stuff. Let me assign you to this. Let me see where that works. Okay, that's better. So let me do this, Jimmy. Okay. All right, let me try this. Yes, y'all got to pause because this is what happens when this happened. Okay, now let me make sure it faded right. All right, okay, all right, yeah. Change cameras on. I bet he's saying it. How did he know? Yeah, I know because I have it set on a certain camera, and Jimmy, Jimmy got all them cameras in his house, so I don't know which camera he gonna have or which computer he gonna be on. But y'all see how quick I got it done. But Jimmy, I was asking the question. Jimmy, I went through a gamut. I was talking about the Deion Sanders situation. That's history, Jimmy. That ain't happened since Jim Crow. That ain't happened. The number one guy going to an HBCU. It haven't happened. Then I talked about, I wanted to know about TSU last night. They beat Rio Grande Valley. Was they supposed to beat them? Who was supposed to win that game?
I mean, I didn't look at the line on that game, but
I mean, just your eyes. In your eyes.
But that was TSU was damn sure supposed to cover. That's for sure.
So why? What? That team's a better team than TSU?
No. They're in a conference with a bigger budget than TSU. So that's why. But that TSU, those types of games, those schools like Rio Grande Valley, remember coming in with a new coach, Matt Figure, came from Austin Peay. And those are like trap games. And at the same time, you come in, you try to take some games. You're not realizing, Matt Figure, people probably told him, man, don't you schedule that game against TSU, and you're not being in the trenches and understanding what they've been doing. They mean TSU and Prairie View alike in the SWAC year.
People go every year. Coaches shouldn't play the SWAC. We can't say that. Jimmy didn't know nobody won't play them.
No, it's a trap game, but at the same time, it doesn't hurt Matt Figure because he's in year one. So him losing to TSU in year one these ain't my kids.
Coach, why are these coaches so scared to lose? Don't coach then.
No, I mean, but the windows of longevity at certain schools have shrunk a great deal.
Jimmy,
so that means
Jimmy,
So
every
that
coach
means
has
you gotta
told
get it
me
done.
we get hired to get fired. So they
Yeah.
know what comes along with it. They tell me, Robert, I get hired to get fired. So they know what coach. Do you think Figures? I say, I don't even know his name. You think Figures thinking, well, I'm finna go to Rio Grande Valley and I'm just gonna be here for 10 years. Hell no. So what's
Yeah, but
wrong with?
here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
When you're a school like that and you come in and you play a TSU. Where
Okay.
was the game at? The game is in Rio Grande because
Yeah.
TSU doesn't have a home game
Right.
until January.
Right.
So when you play that team, you're playing them at home. So yes, Rio Grande Valley is the favorite at home. Now, if that would have been a neutral site of playing at TSU, all right, we probably would have switched on over. The thing is, is we know because we've been on the Chop Shop, we've been keeping you guys abreast of the talent pool at a lot of these HBCUs, specifically Prairie View, A&M, as well as Texas Southern. And remember, just when TSU who did they upset a couple of weeks ago? What school was it that TSU upset? And
Florida.
you guys help me out.
Florida.
Florida.
Yeah.
Florida. And I reminded everyone that the average age of the starters on that particular day for Texas Southern, because they were playing without one starter for sure, and without another key guy that's part of the 8-man rotation. And the average age was 23 years old. And that doesn't necessarily transfer because you say, well, if that's the case, why didn't they win none of those other games against those Power Fives? But the laws of averages will subside and take and favor you sooner or later. And that's why every year, if you go look back at the schedule, every year for the past few years, Texas Southern has managed to beat one of those schools from a Power 7 or Power 5 if you have it. And
Man, that
they
Mindy,
going
man,
crazy.
keep talking, Jimmy. Mindy killing me. Mindy and Akeisha are tearing Alpha your head off. But keep talking, Jimmy.
Yeah,
Don't
and
let
so-
me get you. Don't let
yeah,
me
so,
get you
I
off,
mean,
man.
I mean it's another good win for TSU.
Yeah.
At the same time, and that's not it's a bad loss. But I'm wondering if they're gonna do a home and home. If they doing a home and home, so that means Rio Grande got to come to
back
TSU
here.
next year.
Yeah.
I mean, it ain't gonna get no better if they doing it home and home. And Johnny Jones is the type that he ain't gonna normally give you not much without getting much in return. So I'm just curious. I know Cincinnati is coming to Houston.
Yeah. A
Next
lot
year.
of people coming to Houston.
I want to say Arizona State
Yep.
is going to play at
Yeah.
Texas Southern
Yes.
next year.
Mhm.
See, understand something. As you guys can see, these are and I'm gonna go here. These are some of the after effects in positive lights for HBCUs that people have their guilty consciences have played on them. And I'm not saying everybody that's guilty that's scheduled a game, but since George Floyd, the tragedy, and a lot of people have been, think about the NBA, Chris Paul had been promoting and marketing HBCUs. For those who have been paying close to pension to Chris Paul, how do you know that? Chris Paul been recognizing HBCUs. Chris Paul was giving money to HBCUs and wearing different socks and writing names on the tennis shoes for years since he was with the Rockets. So then all of a sudden now people start to pay attention and the guilty consciences are welcoming, and you see a lot of stuff getting done for HBCUs. And that means as a result, the Pac-12, we just mentioned a while ago, they have a deal in place where they're going to play a home and home series with every SWAC team, the SWAC and the Pac-12. Seriously, this next year, starting next year.
Yeah.
That means some teams will play, just like TSU will play Arizona State at home in 2022. Well, that means in 2023, TSU must go to Phoenix, Arizona, Tempe, Arizona, as you would call it, and play Arizona State. And vice versa. And it goes with every school will have a paired partner. Well, guess what? That's part of that. Didn't just happen by coincidence. No, people are doing now that have a HBCU All-Star game that they're doing right now. Some initiatives. What you say, Adam?
Jimmy, matter way, Michael B. Jordan is giving one this weekend in New York. Howard, let me tell you,
A double header, right? It's a double header.
There's a
right?
double header. Yeah, I got the schools right here. North Carolina A&T, North Carolina Central, and it's going to be on I think it's going to be on TNT. Howard University and Hampton University. Yes, this weekend. This weekend, Doc.
And so this was, and Herb said this was the return game of the home and home series.
So when did Rio Grande come here? Lou came
they
here?
must have came last year. Well, COVID, or it might have been either last year or the year before.
I don't remember.
And who won that game? I'm curious.
I don't remember.
Who won the game when they played at TSU? And that was during Lou. Hey, that was Lou Hill. I went to that game.
It's Lou Hill. Here.
I was at that game.
Well, how you don't know who won?
Yeah, I was at the game. I don't remember who won the game, but I was at that game. I remember that. I remember Lou Hill.
So it wasn't a COVID game. It wasn't a COVID game.
No. Dude, that was the game when right before he had passed away.
Yes, he was. That's what
I was there.
Yeah, he was staying here.
Yeah,
yes.
remember, I told you he was on the bench, and I was sitting there, and he was
Thank you, Herb.
I was at that game.
Yes. That's the last game he coached. Yes, you're right. Yeah. Absolutely.
I was at that game. And remember, because on the bus, when he got on the bus, matter of fact, they lost that game.
Yes.
TSU won that game because Lou Hill said, "I'm stepping away. I'm gonna take a leave. I don't feel right."
Right.
And told the kids when they was getting on the bus.
Right. Went home and got in his bed and didn't wake up the next morning.
Yes. Wow.
Thank you, Herb.
Tough game. That's a tough game.
Yeah, I remember.
I'm wondering if Herb, you could check with Rick Nelson. I'm wondering if they did anything and acknowledged Lou Hill.
Man, I saw little Doc Nelson play last night, man. I didn't know Doc had all of this.
He got all this stuff right
Oh my God, I didn't know that was Doc.
Out. You get down there in Edinburgh, Texas, and you get to eating them. You get to eating them fajitas. and the margaritos.
No,
and I'm telling you, man,
that don't mean that. Hey, well, you ain't. Where your damn beard at? All them damn margaritos you done dropped.
Well, young boy, he don't know how to handle that stuff. See, you ain't got to wake up and get that stuff off of you every day. You gonna get. Hey, you know what? And speaking of, I had something for you guys. Speaking of Latinos. Do you guys realize? Remember the term Latinx, like Latinx? That term.
I haven't seen it.
I
haven't seen it.
You okay? Good. Mm-hmm. Well, that's a term that a lot of these, whatever they call the new boots, had started to use to describe the Latinos, and I never know what. The reason I thought it was just some new wave stuff. The Latinx, Latinx. Well, how about this? I found out.
What is it? Latin X or the X generation? Latin X.
I called it. I don't know how they pronounce it. I called it Latinx.
I know, but
I've seen it.
I'm thinking about it, Jimmy.
But this ain't the. But this is the thing.
I'm talking about the X generation, like the Z.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now LULAC.
Okay.
Which is the Latino version of the NAACP.
Right.
LULAC. That's the League LULAC, League of the United Latin American Citizens. LULAC, okay. League of United Latin American Citizens. Okay. So LULAC has came out and said they are officially denouncing that term.
Why?
And here's the why.
Okay.
First of all, like you just said, you never heard of it. They did a poll.
Jimmy, I've heard of Latin X. I haven't heard of Latinx. When you say Latinx, you messed me up with Latinx.
Okay, I'll just show you how it's spelled.
Okay.
So I just Latinx. Latinx.
Okay.
They have this. They're saying they're denouncing that as a descriptor.
Okay.
Of their people.
Why?
Because they did a poll. And I want to say 2% had ever identified themselves as that.
Okay.
That's something that other folk Americans using to identify them. They're not willing to identify
Okay.
themselves as that.
I like that. Okay.
Kind of like somebody saying color. You know,
Yeah.
we identify
Like somebody
ourselves.
just mentioned that on the screen a minute ago, and that's why
What's
they
that?
colored, and that's why men and them were chopping his head off.
So here's the deal, and I didn't know, and I read it, and I realized why. The term that they use, that Latinx had, guess why? The why is because remember before it was Latino and Latina. Latino was normally a guys, and so women's felt empowered. We're Latinas with an A. It's like in Spanish, if the word ends with A, then that's a muchacho, muchacha. You know what I'm saying? And that's the woman, Latina.
Okay.
Latinos are guys. Well, these new boots then slid in that LGBTQXYZ in the
Gen
deal.
X and all of that. Okay.
So they're saying for the people that's Latino or Latina that don't want to
be identified,
that won't identify as a sex.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
That's why that came about.
I was hoping you got somewhere because I ain't understanding here. I was about to pull the plug and push your mute button because I ain't know where you was about to go with that. You're gonna get us cut off here because we got to watch that kind of stuff, especially now, y'all, since we verified.
Dude, that's something I just want to get. I was thinking about
That's good.
Community.
I like that.
And Doc Nelson. And what did Doc do in the game last night?
I didn't see Jimmy. I just watched bits and pieces of it. Jimmy, you got to realize Stephon Curry was on and Memphis was on. So, I had TV on that, one TV. I really was just going on my computer. I looked back and forth briefly, but I had too much going. I had Steph on one channel and Penny on the other. So where my head was last night. And guess what? And the Oval, Jimmy, and the Oval on one. I had to watch the Oval. Them folks crazy on the Oval. Yeah, Buddy Tyler Perry's movie. Huh?
Well, we would feel remiss, of course, in the game he was talking about, of course, the TSU win, another big win for the Tigers.
Yeah.
University of Houston was in action last night, and they had about 4 key players who did not play.
Yeah, COVID.
On purpose. About at least 4 who didn't play. So that enabled a lot of the bench players, a lot of the reserves, that you would call them, to get action, and including Ramon Walker, if I'm not mistaken, played about 7 minutes in that country.
Ramon played last night? I didn't know.
Unless there's another Walker on the team.
No, I didn't watch the game. Like I said, I was busy.
I saw the box score in the Chronicle this morning, and unless there's Ramon, that is him. Ramon Walker played, but Javier Francis must have been hurt because he didn't play. This was Ramon's. We just talked about players yesterday and about red shirt. You get up to, I want to say about 7
six
games,
or 7, 8,
somewhere around up in there.
Yeah, right.
That you get before they can declare your red shirt on you normally. Okay. So Ramon got action. He played nine minutes. He picked up 1 foul, no points, no rebounds, no steals, no blocks, no shot attempts in those 9 minutes for Ramon Walker against Louisiana Lafayette, or University of Louisiana, as they like to be.
Yeah, my man play on the team.
Trey Wesley.
Yes.
Trey Wesley.
Yeah.
Trey starts for them.
Yes.
Yeah, he's in the starting lineup for didn't do much, didn't move the needle last night. Give you his stat line. I have it right here. Trey, he played 25 minutes, 2 for 4 from the field. He hit a pair of free throws, finished with 6 points, 2 assists, 2 turnovers in that loss. He's not the only guy from Houston on that Louisiana Lafayette roster. It's another guy from the Fundy Recreation Center. During your time at the Fundy, you may have known him, right?
What you doing over there, man?
I don't know. There's a little something. Look, that's showing my highlights of the game over there. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
From the Fundy, you may have known him, right? And I'm gonna take your blast to the past on his name, Dury Cadwell. Dury used to work at the Fundy Recreation Center. Light-skinned Dury. He had a son that played at Klein Forest a few years ago. Well, his son is on that roster,
Okay.
and he only mustered about 3 minutes in that loss last night, 71-56. The score of University of Houston get back to the win column after that controversial loss to Alabama. Speaking of Alabama, they were back in action playing Memphis last night. Memphis entered that game on a 4-game losing streak, and this was a much needed. The Tigers were at home, the perfect grounds for playing as though we don't have nothing to lose. And guess what? The freeness of that enabled them to jump out by 5 at halftime and cruise into a 92-78 win over
Jimmy,
the number 6
Jimmy, they
team
had
in the
something
country.
to lose. They
No,
had
I say
something to lose.
playing like you entered like you didn't have anything to lose. That's what I'm saying. And a Houstonian, DeAndre Williams, who also went to Klein Forest before finishing up as a homeschooled student athlete for Satch. He led the way with 20 points, 7 of 10 from the field, 6 assists, 3 steals, only 1 turnover in that win. Amani Bates, pay attention to the stat line. 15 minutes, Adam. 15 minutes. 1 for 6.
He should have played 6 minutes, but keep going.
15 minutes. He had 7 points, 1 for 6 from the field, 3 turnovers. Right? On the other hand, Jalen Durham, 27 minutes, 14 points, 6 rebounds, 7 for 9 from the field in that game. And that's a big win for Memphis. And so now I think that it kind of releases some of the tension, and it gives Penny Hardaway, he retains control. I can say regains, he retains control over this situation, whereas you have 2 one and dones, they're gone. Ain't no possible one done. They're leaving. I don't know where they're gonna get it, and somebody's gonna pick both of them up. One of them is probably go in the lottery. One of them, and that's Durham. We don't want to confuse.
Well, the other kid can't go yet. He can only go to the Ignite or somewhere else because he's younger. He can't go. He got to stay in either college 2 years or go somewhere else.
I'm wondering if the overtime, if that works with them, because they had with the bag of money that they have. He fits that style.
Jimmy, he ain't.
He fits that
Jimmy,
style.
I can see you ain't watched the games. This ain't the same Amani Bates you saw dominating as a kid.
He fits that. He
Jimmy. I ain't see. You know, you remember you said something. It was a skill. You was talking about McDermott the other day. McDermott, what's his skill? One of his great skills that he don't never fall down. You can blow at this dude here, he falls down. He fall down every other play.
Oh no. Yeah, he falls down. Money falling down.
Money falls down on every other play. It's crazy, man. It's Jimmy. I look at those losses, Jimmy. They lost by 3 points. They 2 points. Murray State, they was up by 14. They lost by 2. Mississippi. If you watch that game, Lil Ronnie. I know Lil Ronnie gonna tell you ain't no way in the world they should have won that game. Then I think maybe Georgia beat them by a couple of points. So every game they could have won. You know what I'm saying? And then Jimmy, it was some tension. It was some tension. The veterans against the veterans that were hating on the younger players. So it's I hope they got it right. Somebody asked me earlier, did I celebrate the win? And I said, no, I didn't celebrate the win. Ain't no win for me to celebrate. Shouldn't have lost them 3 of them damn games. So I ain't celebrating no win like that. But Jimmy, our guest is in the green room right now, waiting on us to bring him in. So
we go to a quick commercial break as we get ready to queue up our guests for this afternoon. Make sure, guys, this is the perfect time to share the show to your timelines, to your groups. If you're on the YouTube, give us a thumbs up and share it. If you're on the Facebook Boom Boom Room, then share it out with your groups right now. We're going to give you a little time to do so. We go to a quick break. We're coming back with an All-American, y'all. A young man he's hot as fish grease right now. I'm talking about we got Cam Ward. And guess what? We got our own Cam in H-Town. We ain't worried about the other Cam. Oh, yeah. I just hope this Cam don't wear them tight britches like the other Cam do. We come right back after this commercial on the Chop Shop.
We'll be back.
The Cox Pradia Law Firm. Big city, big town, big settlement. Your fight is our fight. Need legal advice? You know who to call. Personal injury, wrongful death, car accidents, premise liability, serious injuries. 1-800-HURT-NOW.
How are you going to be on the stage? How are you going to get from off the bench to on the floor? If you love basketball, you got to be passionate about what you do. You can't just play just to play.
If you really want it, you'll need to make sacrifices. You'll face doubt. You will fail. Whether or not you succeed, that's choice.
How are you going to be on the stage?
Welcome back to the best 120 minutes of your day, the Chop Shop. Yours truly, Robert Hatter and Jim Hicks. And Jim Hicks, guess what? Boy, we got special talent. You've been, on this Facebook feed and on this in the Boom Boom Room, we've been talking about this kid all year. That Doug Jones been talking about him all year. And Jimmy, I found out some things about this young kid. I mean, I can't wait to bring him on. So Jimmy, do me a favor, introduce him, and because he ready to roll right now. What you got?
Oh man, we got a young man I'm so proud of, man, because of the fact that he's got it out of the mud, and that's the thing.
What you mean by out of the mud?
Well, he wasn't highly nationally touted. He wasn't an All-American as a high school player.
Okay.
He played 2 sports to try his best to try to enhance his opportunities and his offers and his recruitability in either sport. And don't get it twisted. Coming up in Texas, when you're playing 2 sports like that and nothing is coming from either side at the Division I level, you prefer basketball because it's indoors. Who the hell want to be outside in 105 degrees with pads on? So then you start to wonder, possibly, man, I invested all my time into this, and it's not yielding me any returns on my investment of my time in this. I believed in this. Then all of a sudden, out the blue sky, an offer came, and he took that offer, and we'll let him tell the story. But we have a young man. What he's done is remarkable. I'm talking about, really, there isn't enough coverage. I'm going to reach out to my colleagues in the local Houston media, and I can guarantee that he will be getting at least one call from either 26, from either Channel 13, or either Channel 2. Or I guarantee that he will be getting a call for a story within 24 hours. That's what people want about power. That's power within having relationships. It's not necessarily, that's where the power dwells. But back to our guy, Cam Ward. That's his name, guys. Remember that name, Cam Ward. Now, I'm not sure if he wants you his given name is Cameron. That's too many syllables. When you become a man, we try to shrink the syllables on the Chop Shop. We go, no,
No.
Cameron.
What about C-Dub? What about C-Dub?
We're going to ask him in a minute when you come on. We're giving you time to share the show. But this young man threw for 47 touchdowns this year. Not in his career, this year.
This year only?
47 touchdowns. 4,648 yards passing this year.
Keep talking.
And a 65% completion rate.
And some of them probably was drops.
Oh, we're going to ask him about that too. I know he probably will. Yeah, we're going to ask him about that too. But this young man, he's put himself in his head coach. He was at Incarnate Word. His head coach is left for another job. And within hours after that, Mr. Ward put his name in the portal. So now he is, according to 24/7 Sports.
Okay.
According to 24/7 Sports, right? They put a list of rankings for the top quarterbacks that have put themselves in the portal. And I'll give you the number 5, the number 5 up. Number 5 is Keaton Slovis. He was at USC. The University of Southern California quarterback is number 5, right? Okay. Number 4 on this list, right, is Max Johnson, who's the starting quarterback at LSU this past season, right? Okay. Number 3 on that list was the starting quarterback at Oklahoma, right? Spencer Rattler, on that list. Right. Number 2 on this list was the starting quarterback at Central Florida, that kid, that Dylan Gabriel, right, at Central Florida. All right. Right? And number 1 on this list is Cameron Ward from Incarnate Word, the number 1 rated quarterback in the portal right now. And we welcome him to the Chop Shop, you guys. Give him a warm welcome. There you go right there. Hey, Hal, I feel good. Ain't no tight clothes on him right now. That shirt kind of loose. Okay. I like that. Woo. What's going on, boss?
What's up?
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, man, tell us this. Back in Incarnate Word, what month did they give you the offer? And what was the expectations for you going there? That's your only offer coming out of high school. You know, at the time, I think signing date was still in the spring. Or at the time, I don't think they had just moved it to it's December the 15th, which is today now. But it was in the spring then. Take us on that road map at that time, and what was your expectations while you were still in high school?
Yeah, so I went to a camp up there over the summer. They had DM me, the head coach, and the quarterbacks coach. They DM me over the summer, so I had a pretty good camp. In my opinion, I was the best thrower there at the camp out of all the high school kids. And they didn't offer me like they usually do right after the camp. So they just stayed to contact me throughout the whole football season, see how I would do. Of course, in the system I played in high school, there was no film, so he couldn't really evaluate me as a passer and everything. So, we get towards basketball season. I got a district comes around, and it's about early January. They come to my house to take a visit. It was just me and my mom and my 2 sisters. My dad, he had to work out of state at the time, and they offered me a scholarship. It was my first one. It was about, I say around January 3rd, around that time, early January. So I ended up going on a visit that weekend. Committed that weekend, was there as my only offer. He's the only coach. Coach Moore is the only coach to take a chance on me to showcase my abilities. And just going there, I had high expectations for myself, but also I had nothing to lose. Going there to a system that I got to learn fresh. I never been taught this type of drops, signals that I have to do to the receivers, the O-line calls, all that. So really, I'm going there. I'm just putting everything I had in one basket. I got nothing to lose. Going there competing against a 2-time All-American. So he's already established himself as QB1 at the time. And so I get there. August 6th was our first practice. Get there. I'm messing up the simple plays. We go to play action plays. I'm handing the ball off on play action. they yelling at me and everything. So I was real rusty when I got there. So
Right.
it was a progress. It was a process that I had to go through to get to where I am. COVID happened. I feel like that helped me in the situation. It gave me more time to prepare since we didn't play in the fall. So it helped me in that situation. So I thank COVID kind of. Then the spring comes around and they name me QB1 the end of December. So we're supposed to play a game versus Arkansas State the end of December, and that game ended up getting canceled because our whole D line they ended up catching COVID, getting contact trace, so we couldn't play that game. So I was just waiting for my time. The spring comes around, I'm still QB1, and first game, just going lights out.
So how
Man,
I'm sitting
that's
there, so it was a two-time All-American in front of you. How did that? You got to explain, Cam? Something.
did he break curfew or something? What
What
happened?
did
Come
he
on now.
do?
Yeah,
I mean, that you can Cam? What
you
did
can talk
he
about
mess
it now.
with the coach's daughter? Well, something happened, man.
Is he the pappy of that baby? What happened?
He's a great dude. He mentored me a lot. He's the reason why I was able to, process everything so fast in that offense because it's a difficult offense to play in the spread. Because it's all quarterback driven. So, the quarterback he's a big key to that offense, and if he doesn't know, everyone's placement is going to be bad. And so, just having him, he was a big mentor to me, and we battled. He knew coming in that he's going to have to battle for his spot. And coach, he told him it's an open competition, and I just got the best of it.
So, Cam, really, your best football is ahead of you, cause from what
Yes, sir.
I see, y'all ran a lot. Y'all ran a lot in cause somebody just said y'all ran the T offense with 3 running backs in the backfield at your school. That was
Yes,
Ace
sir, high
Boogie
school.
said in high school.
In high school.
So somebody mistaken that y'all didn't have film. Y'all didn't have film. You just didn't have film of you throwing the ball, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
You had some film.
Oh, because you got to hand off all them, make all the handoffs.
Yeah.
Doing
Yeah.
little handoffs, little bootleg, 5-step
Uh-huh.
drop. That was usually the only pass plays, bootleg and 3-step and 5-step drop.
So your, I mean, and this not in a good way. Looking back on it, what do you think back like the high school system didn't get to showcase your talents at all? And so,
The system you play in does matter, whether it's recruiting or whether if it's trying to just showcase your abilities. But if I had to, go back and I don't question God what He has in store for me. And if I could go back, I would do it all over again.
okay. Now, of course, you got your big break, that freshman season. Because this is your sophomore season here. This is your second season. We back at the freshman season now.
Yeah.
You played during the COVID. You got to start. Season is extended and postponed to the spring semester, pretty much, or late December, whatnot. You get to play your first game. Take us to that first game. What happened in that first game that make all of a sudden to make you,
Yeah, going to the stadium, I'm getting a lot of texts, from my family. They're the only people that I respond to really before the game.
Right.
I'm getting some texts from friends. I'm not even responding to them. Everybody's like, you ready, everything. I'm telling the coach, I was like, I don't care what you running. We're not running that ball today. I'm done running that ball for the rest of my career. So we put it in the air 50 times today. We get out there,
You
we get out
told
there.
the coach you put it in the air.
Yeah, I told him we're not running that ball today. We get out there, first play. First play was a run play, but in the spread you got some RPOs. I told the running back, you're not getting the ball, I'm throwing the first play. That whole first drive, I think we only ran we went to 3 and out the first drive. Then the second drive, I think we ran the ball maybe one time that drive and threw it the rest of the way. He just knew my mindset, what I've had, my past, how much I have to prove, to myself.
and so what was your stats after the first game? How many touchdowns? How many yards?
I had 307 yards and 4 tugs.
Got it. You get that football lingo from the youngest.
Coach, I'm taking notes over here, Coach. I'm taking notes over here. I'm taking notes, but keep going.
Now,
Keep going.
now, how many touchdowns did you throw for in your freshman season, and how many total yards do you remember?
I threw for like 2,200 yards and 24 touchdowns my freshman season. And we only played 6 games. It was just that spring season.
Oh,
Wow.
that's right. That's
You only
right.
played 6 games,
Right.
Yes, sir.
2,200 yards, 24 touchdowns, 6 games. How many games did you play this season?
Played
10.
13.
Oh, y'all played 13? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
10 to 3.
So think about it, Al. That's about right on pace as far as consistency.
Yeah.
If you threw for 24 touchdowns in 6 games, normally you would double that up, right? 6 plus 6 is 12. That means 24 and 24 is 48.
Yeah.
How many touchdowns did you throw for this year?
47.
47. He doubled it up.
There you go. Double it up, right? Pretty much. Double it up.
Yeah.
And of course, 4,648 yards. So now this season, of course, in Corner Word, man, a great opportunity. Your wide receivers. You tell us about those guys,
Yeah.
because those are the guys that's catching your ball.
Yeah.
And think about it. And we know, of course, you were the
Offensive line.
recipient last year of the Jerry Rice Award. And I want you to explain to us who is that award attributed to, because Deion Sanders' son was just named the recipient of it earlier this week.
Oh.
What is that award? And then tell us about your wide receivers, because Jerry Rice, the namesake of the award, but people remember Jerry Rice, but only a fragmented few that were followers of the SWAC or remember Willie Totten. That's the quarterback that threw them balls to Jerry Rice.
Right.
So take us through that, the Jerry Rice Award and your wide receivers.
It goes down as just, my name on the award, individual award. But, everyone had a big part to getting, down from the training room, the coaching staff. A big part of it is the O-line and the receivers. Without them, I'm not nothing. So, they push me every day. I push them every day to be the best we can be. So, yeah, it goes down as an individual, but at the end of the day, we all know it's a team award. And as far as my wide receivers, we were loaded. Even the backups can go. So it's not like you can just pick one of them and try to stop. I had I had Taylor Grimes. He was a transfer who came in this year. He broke the most touchdowns receptions in a season by UIW receiver in his first year here. He had 15 or 16. Then I had a McNeese transfer who came in for me. Trevor Beggy, he's a reliable target. He catches everything that comes his way. Robert Farrell, he's a little short, little swollen dude. He can move. Not really. People can guard a man-to-man coverage, so it's hard to stay with him. He's quick and fast. And I had a big target, 6'3", about 190. And my outside, Darren Chafin, he's a basketball guy. He can jump out the gym. I seen some highlights of him. You're going to be impressed when he play basketball. He can jump out the gym. So any of those high balls, I know who to go to. So I had different types of receivers. So it wasn't just like you can just, take away this one side of the field. And even if they were having an off game, we could put our backup in. They always going to make a play. So our receiving room was one of the best rooms we've had. I think we had the best receiving room in the FCS.
Now, that first one you say he was a transfer. You remember the second one you say transfer from McNeese. What did the first receiver you named? The one that set the record? Give us his name again, and where did he transfer from?
He's Taylor Grimes. He transferred from Illinois State, so he was in the Ohio Valley. We played one of their teams. Did the first game this season, Youngstown State. All they do is run the ball up there in that conference. So he made the right move to come over here to UIW.
So the wide receivers. Now, hold on.
Jimmy, he mentioned X. He says X, and evidently that's important. Your X position wide receiver, because you're mentioning it first. Why did you mention? Because somebody just asked on the screen. Explain X to some folks on the feed. They might feel lost. Why did you mention the X guy? Is the X guy your security blanket? Is your X guy your explain the X, how important it is, because that's what you mentioned first. Could you help him?
It's not really like my main target. It's just how we label them within our system. Like the X is the left outside receiver. H is the left slot receiver, the Y is the right slot receiver, and the Z is the right outside receiver. So it's just how we label them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hold on, let's do that again. Let's write that down. I'm gonna learn. Hey, I'm gonna be talking. I'm going to the sports bar this weekend. I'm gonna talk. Give it to me again.
X outside right, Jimmy. X is the outside. Outside left. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, come on.
You
X.
got your H as the inside slot on the left.
Okay.
Inside slot on the left. Come on.
Y is the inside slot on the right.
Okay.
Inside slot on the right.
And
You got your Z.
Oh, Z.
The Z is the outside on the right.
Okay. Okay. All right. So y'all had four. Y'all ran four all the time.
We mixed in. You know, we put some tight ends, some stuff, some wing backs. You know, just you know, we get more man coverage downfield. Let our receivers work more. They also to help us run the ball.
I got another for you, Cam. Are you a pocket passer, or they consider you a dual threat guy?
You know, I've been some games they'll let me a dual threat, sometimes pocket passer. I like to call myself a playmaking pocket passer. I'm not, you know, the type. Really, in my opinion, quarterbacks don't need to, you know, have designed quarterback runs. You know, run like Lamar Jackson, what he does well, but he can also throw the ball good. So really, it's hard stopping him. But you know, I feel like quarterbacks just like get what you need to get. You know, keep the defense honest. You know, 3rd and 7, 4th and 7. You know, if you get the first down with your legs and you're outside the pocket, go get it. I feel like not trying to do too much is really what I focus on.
Cam, you seem to be handling this thing. Dude, do you realize what you've done? I mean, because you seem to be handling it real well, but me knowing the background now of your dad, when I talk to him, y'all just, I mean, you so mature. And to a guy who, think about this, Cam, you wasn't a prototype quarterback. Where did you learn how to be a quarterback? I mean, you just say you're a pocket passer, but you used to run the team. Where did this come from, man?
You know, my dad, he's a big part of it. You know, getting me with the best trainers during high school. Coach Van Meter, he's been my trainer since my sophomore year of high school. So he's really helped me come into the scene. He's a big reason why I'm here today. And also Coach JP, who works with Footwork King, and down there in Houston. You know, he's big. I used to go to him at high school. I actually went before my game one night, and the next day I played one of the best games of my high school career. So, you know, that just showed up for itself right there.
Wow.
So now, geographically, one of the viewers asked, we're going to get you to repeat it again. I know we've responded on the Facebook feed. And while you're watching right now, you can look on the right and you see the red button. You can hit that and you'll be able to see these comments as they scroll down.
Yeah.
Hit that red comment button. Can you see? Let me know when you see it.
Yeah, I see it.
You see it.
There you go. So those are in real time from both YouTube and Facebook together. That's all the comments coming in real time. So it's going to be moving kind of fast. Now, somebody take us through your high school. Somebody missed that. I think somebody was Mike is watching he's from California, and you know he's a big
Alabama dude. He ain't coming to Alabama.
You can't. We don't know where he's going, man.
I don't want him to go to Alabama. Dick Saban.
What? Hal. He damn sure ain't going to Memphis.
No, he don't want to go to Memphis either. No.
Now, but he's watching your high school. Tell us your high school and geographically, where's that located? As let's say
West Columbia,
from Pearland or something, or from downtown Houston. How many miles is that?
Yeah, take us from Pearland.
West Columbia from Pearland, it's about 30 miles dead south. You know, once you hit Angleton, you'll make a right at the light of Angleton. You just go straight for about maybe about 10 more miles. You're right there, West Columbia.
And so that's going down toward Freeport on 288 for those that know the highways, right? So that's roughly, if it's 30 miles from Pearland, that's about 40 to 45 miles from downtown Houston. Mm-hmm. So you had to make that travel. I mean, that trip almost on a bi-daily basis because you played basketball and football. And so, I mean, that's what I meant earlier, guys, when I was telling you about the investment of time
Yes.
that went into this stuff.
Yes.
So those rides back home, what normally goes on with you and your dad in the car on the way back? What are you talking about? Do you got your earphones on? You rocking your beats and he rocking his blues?
You know, my mom and dad, my mom, she really just sat in the car with me and watched from the car. You know, my dad, he'll be outside. He'll be recording me every day, every time I go work out and stuff, just so I can see what I'm doing.
Right.
And, really on the ride back, if I had a bad day, he gonna let me have it. It ain't no ifs and ands about it. He gonna let me have it. We just move on next day. And also my sisters, Chantel and Aaliyah, they took me to a lot of my workouts when my dad and mom couldn't take it. And we got into some fights, them two. So, just all them keep me grounded.
Jimmy, I got to share this with you, Jimmy. I don't know if you knew this.
What's that?
Guess what? He was a basketball teammate, and look, when they were younger, of Bryce Griggs. Bubba and his
What age
dad.
was that? What age was that? What grade was that?
About 4th, 5th grade.
4th, 5th grade. Yeah.
What was the name of the team?
Bryce was in 3rd.
What was the name of the team and who was the coach?
Showstoppers. It was my dad and Bryce's dad.
And Bubba had it. But Jimmy, something else though, Jimmy. Bubba and Calvin Ward, they were like best friends. Calvin, his dad was one of the pallbearers at Bubba's funeral. Jimmy, you know you always talk about when the guy's the pallbearer, that means very special.
Done something right.
Yeah, it very special to the family.
For a non-relative.
Yep,
for a non-relative.
Yes.
That's a special accomplishment. That's like going into the Hall of Fame in somebody's Hall of Fame, their personal Hall of Fame. Seriously. But now
I want to know, hey Cam, how tall are you?
I'm 6'3".
Oh my goodness. Hey Jimmy.
You got a chance?
My goodness.
You got a chance?
Oh my goodness.
A little bit coming in.
Hey, we're gonna talk off the air. We're gonna talk. I got his number.
We're gonna get that phone after you get off the air. We ain't gonna let you call and bugging him about those. What's that shirt you got on? What that mean? What that say on your shirt right there? You went back.
This is my logo right here.
Okay.
Excuse
what?
me.
My
Your logo.
C-Dub7. How about that?
That's what it's. How do you pronounce it? It's C-Dub7?
CW7, yes, sir.
Yeah.
So it's W, it's not Dub.
Nah, it's W.
I like Dub.
You can say if you want to say Dub, you can. We went 10-3 this season, so you can say it.
Hey, so is that a dry fit?
Yes, sir. This is the one my sister made. But on the website, they have like different kinds of shirts, jackets. They have some other stuff.
What's the website?
It's called cam7ward.com.
Hello.
Cam7ward.com. So I guess that answers the next question is to your nickname. What do you go by? Do you prefer Cameron or Cam? So
I just go by Cam.
By Cam? So now your comparisons, people say Cam. Initially, people are going to think primarily that mine is going to drift over to the former Super Bowl winner, Cam Newton.
Super Bowl runner-up. Super Bowl runner-up. He didn't win it.
I'm sorry, Super Bowl runner-up, the MVP, Cam Newton. How do you compare your quarterbacking skill? I'm talking about other compared to maybe a college version of a Cam Newton who won national championship at Auburn.
I feel like we have two different playing styles. He's in college. Him as a runner, he can go downhill. He's trying to run over linebackers and safety. He's trying to run over everybody. He can get the job done doing that. But I feel like I throw the ball more efficient than what he did in college at that time, compared to what he's doing now, which is better. And just trying to improve. On my accuracy, I'm trying to get that 65% up to a 70 next season. And just continue to grow just on my footwork and my mechanics.
Now, we mentioned a while ago CW7, and of course, the website is Cam7. Say it again. Cam7ward.com.
Ward.com.
And you guys, now that's part of the name. You were able to sell this merchandise as a result of the name, image, likeness rules that was set in place by the NCAA. What all do you have? Did you incorporate for name, image, likeness this past season? Or is that the only thing that you're doing? Is the shirts?
No, I have I partnered with it's called Ramirez Tamales. They back here in West Columbia, Missouri County. Everyone knows about them back here. So just being a partner with them, that's pretty cool. You know, actually got them to bring some tamales for my teammates when we played our last regular season game at HBU. They got about like 100 dozen tamales. You know, the teammates, they loved them. I didn't hear one word talking on the bus. They was all much on tamales and stuff. So I feel like I did a pretty good job getting the whole team some of that. And also with a fishing company over there, Tivoli, Texas, I partnered with. I don't think their shop is open yet, but Miss Brittany, she's going to let me know when their shop's open.
So a fish? Do you fish?
Yeah, I do. I'm actually gonna go fish Monday with my cousin and one of my friends.
Oh, okay. It's good.
So you were straight up. So Missouri, I mean, down in West Columbia, you're a bona fide country boy then, huh?
Yeah.
I don't like to say that now, but I got
Hey, the country cool, but city slick, Jim. Yeah.
I got enough.
Now what we do now? We'll go to the boom boom room, and we'll go to some of the questions that you guys may have for Cam Ward, and we'll address some of your questions. Time females first, and of course we see how the Crystal Wicks
What question
is. She has one. Say, what are your thoughts on the move the number 1 pick just made? They are now trying to rank him as number 2 for Jackson State University.
I think that's big. Just knowing Deion Sanders, I'll play for Deion Sanders. What he's changed over there at Jackson State, and just getting more the NFL scouts, more people on the scene over there at HBCU. So, some people's going to have some negativity, say, he's going to be playing lesser competition. I don't really believe in that, because if you can play, you can play. So I like his move, so I support it.
Wow. Jimmy, I didn't know that.
You got a couple other questions on that.
Come on.
You didn't know what?
I didn't know that they trying to bring the boy from number 1 to number 2 now since he signed today. Because he was number 1 yesterday. And when he signed with Deion today, now were you saying they trying to drop him to number 2? Is that what Crystal was saying?
That's could have been. I'm not sure, but if that's so, then that's some janky stuff.
Yeah,
if that was so.
We ain't worried about it. He number 1. He number 1 to us. So it's all right. Kenneth Lofton said, what is the determining factor for you transferring, and which schools are leading in the race?
The determining factor is going to be a system I played in, about the high school and what I did in college. So just trying to fit, my play style, and the coach is going to let me play it to my ability. And, not really any schools leading the race right now. They all, I'm thinking about every school who's offered me, and trying to see which visit is going to be best for me, and see which ones I want to visit.
Could you tell us the offers of the people?
My first one who called me was, I have Indiana, U of H, University of Houston, North Texas, Ole Miss they've offered, Western Kentucky, and Virginia Tech.
And Virginia Tech. And you have visits set up, and you've taken a visit already, right, to one of them?
Yeah, I visited Liberty and Ole Miss.
You went down there with Lane Kiffin. How is he?
Oh, he's a great coach. His what he did with his quarterback this year, Matt Corral.
Yes.
How last year, he wasn't really talked about. To this year, he's going to be most likely a first-round draft pick, top 10. So what he did with him just shows, what he can do with quarterbacks.
Cool.
So is geographics, proximity to or from Brazoria County or Houston, whatnot, is that a factor in your school, in picking this school?
No, it's not really a factor, because I know my parents, they never missed one of my football games in my whole career, so I know they're going to be at every one, whichever school I attend to. So just knowing that they have that they're going to support me in whichever decision, whichever school I go to, it's a lot of weight off my shoulders.
Now a lot of the parents, of course, your mom and dad. So you coming from a dual parent household. They're married. And now me in basketball, Halle and myself, we pay attention to a lot of the parents because in basketball, you're in a closed setting and you can often hear some of the screams from the other side of the court. So therefore, a lot of times parents they end up, by the time they kick it to the 12th grade, they don't normally sit together in the blank. How does that work in football? Did mom and dad sit together, or do one sit over there and hollering and the other, quiet on the other side?
Nah, they both sit together.
They do.
They was in high school when I was playing basketball. My dad, he didn't really yell. My mom, but she was going crazy in the stands. Everybody. And, football. I can't. It's a bigger crowd out there, so I can't hear them. So they usually they stay pretty calm. But my dad and my mom, they'll let me hear it after the game once we're alone.
Wow, that's funny. Cause I never sit with nobody in my family. When my son used to play, I want to sit by myself. I don't want nobody around me. I don't care. I told him if Barack Obama had came sitting next to me, I'd have told him to get the hell up and wait. Now Beyonce, she probably could have sat there, but if nobody.
Now we have a couple other questions for you. Stephen Hayes said, will your current major, right, have any bearing on your decision?
No, I'm pretty sure. My major right now is business and sports management. I'm pretty sure every school in the country has a business. Has a great business school. So I don't really see that playing a factor in my decision.
When football is over, because it's over for everybody, what would you see yourself doing when everything is over?
I do want to open up, like a facility. My dad, he does a lot of tournaments and stuff. So just having like a big 6-court facility, you can have volleyball, basketball, maybe a baseball complex in there. I do want to open up one of those.
That's awesome.
There you go. I'll bring my events down there to Missouri County, but we're going to put it down there. I'm going to support it. I'll put something down there. Absolutely. And of course, Angel says, it piggybacks off the previous question. And it says, are there any issues on the academic side which you transfer to another school, like with your credits, having to retake some classes maybe, or that you close out of the semester with your finals and whatnot in good standing?
Yes, sir. I'm, I just finished my finals last week, so I'm done with that. I'm going to be able to transfer, just due to, freshman, sophomore. You don't have to have like the credits and stuff to transfer. But, I have a good grades right now. I have a 3.0 right now. I'm trying to get that up. And when it comes to like your junior, senior year, you have to graduate. First, you have to be a graduate before you can transfer. So I'm really in a good spot right now.
I got a question. Because somebody mentioned it, Jim. Daryl Richardson was reading my mind. He said, what makes me mad. And it shouldn't make you mad, Daryl. He said not one HBCU school has offered you.
No, sir, I haven't even heard from one yet.
Okay. Daryl, you got a right to be mad. Daryl, I'm on doing the show. I can't be mad. But after the show, I'll be mad after the show. Because I'm sitting there listening to you, and I heard you said, if Deion Sanders had came calling, I had to take a look at that. Is it just Deion Sanders, or could Hugh Jackson had to call you, or who else? Eddie George would have called you, or what's my coach here name?
Clarence McKinney.
Clarence McKinney from TSU. I mean, and I know. Let me tell you something, man. You done put in this work, but I just think just listening to you and knowing your dad, I know you would have gave him a fair shot. What do you think about HBCUs? I know you've hit on it a little bit, but tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about it.
Like you said about Deion, what he's changed at Jackson State. At first, I was watching a YouTube video on it. At first, when they got there, they didn't even get stipend. And as soon as he got there, he found out. He started giving them stipend out of his own pocket until the school could, started giving it to him. And, just like Prairie View, Texas Southern, they reach out to me. That's a school that I am going to look at and consider.
Oh, Prairie View have reached out?
No, they haven't. But if they do happen to, that's the
You'll
school
consider them. Okay. All right. See that? That's all I wanted to know. I hope somebody from these universities are watching the show right now. Please, Clarence McKinney, please. Come on, man. Jimmy, what else you got, man? This is getting
Yeah,
good.
we got several questions, of course, and you guys have any question for Cam Ward? If you just tuned into the Chop Shop, this is Cameron Ward, the All-American quarterback who's transferring from the University of Incarnate. This young man is threw for 47 touchdowns and over 4,600 yards this season alone. He's ranked as the number one quarterback in the portal right now amongst all quarterbacks who are transferring nationwide. Number one quarterback, and he's from right in the back from our area, and that is from West Columbia High School, which is about 30 miles south of Pearland. And for a lot of you guys that understand the geographics of Greater Houston, want to ask you, as you moving forward, somebody asked you what's the plan. Of course, what do you see in as you move on through and transfer to your college, when you're going to make your decision, what's the timetable of making this decision, right? Or you're going to wait till the second, you can't wait till the second signing period because you have to enroll somewhere in a couple of weeks. When do you have to make it? Who's going to be the persons of influence that's going to factor into you making that decision? That's a very important question, your circle, so to speak.
I'm probably gonna take 1 or 2 more visits early January, right after New Year's. Then after that it's gonna be decision time. Most likely gonna make it before their school starts just so I can get there on time. And the people just gonna have a big say so in my decisions, my family. They're all gonna have their input where I should go. I'm gonna listen to that. I'm gonna say my input where I think I should go. But at the end of the day, we gonna all be on one page, and they gonna want me to do what's best for me. Let me make the decision.
That's awesome, man. Man, I'm just sitting there thinking. But keep going, Jimmy. You're blowing me away.
And of course, Doug Jones says, "Tell my boy Cam." I said, "What's up, man?"
What's up, Doug
Jones. Let me tell y'all something. Doug Jones talk about this kid on Twitter and on this show after every game. And I guess that's how Jimmy kept up with him a lot. But a shout out to Doug. Doug loves, y'all talking about Doug in basketball. Doug loves football too. He just still, my problem with him, he still like the New England Patriots. And when I left, I used to like him when Tom was there. But when Tom left, I left with Tom. I guess I was a Tom guy. You follow me? So Doug, thank you, Doug, for keeping us abreast on what was going on with Cam. And Cam, we feel like we've walked you through this whole 13-game thing because Doug gave us a recap every damn week. So
yeah, he did.
I got your magazine right here.
Jimmy,
hey,
yeah,
hey, I got one too. There you go.
Hold on. All of us got something in common.
I like that. And now while you were playing football, and I'm curious because I often ask football collegiate student athletes this question. Every campus have intramural, and some of the football guys that still have them cobwebs and then that itch inside, they go play intramurals. Did you play intramural basketball with any of your buddies from the football team, at school?
We did, but we got to kind of limit the times. I got a story right here. I was actually in the gym. It was over the summer, so we just got the season. We just doing summer training. We just going back to our room, so we got nothing else better to do. So we went to the gym and we went to go hoop. And so it's like 5, 6 of us. We playing the basketball team, the actual basketball team. And so as soon as I get in there, I get a call from my head coach. I was like, what is he calling me for? He gonna say, do you think it's a good job to hoop right now? A good idea to hoop right now? I was like, how you know this? He said, I got eyes everywhere. And we got the AD, we got him, we got the OC. They all in the gym like this section where you can't see nobody, and they all just looking at us, and they kicked us out the gym. So we had to kind of sneak when we was going hoop and stuff.
Hey, I don't blame him. Hey, Cam, I don't blame him. Oh, don't blame him. Don't let him play no basketball right now.
How you gonna be calling him? Yeah, I already see it right there in your eye.
Hey,
You gonna
man,
be. Hey, how they gonna be in your DMs? Hey, big head. He gonna be go the day over with. He gonna
Hey,
be
let me tell y'all,
WYD.
Jim,
What you doing?
Jim,
What?
6'3", 220, quarterback that can pass it.
How many yards you throw that thing?
80.
Man, that man got a rocket. Jimmy, let me tell you something. What he said, Jimmy, can't too many human beings throw the ball that far.
You throw that ball 80 yards. You got. I mean, I ain't talking about you run 20 yards, then let it go like a javelin. I'm talking about you drop back 5 steps. How many yards you throw that thing? 5,
Yeah,
6,
about
7
5
steps.
steps drop, crow hop. I know I get it 80. I threw it 60 on my knees last Christmas.
He can throw it 80, Jimmy. He can throw it 80, Jimmy. If he throw it 6 on the knee, he can throw
You
it
got a
80.
bazooka, boy. You ain't never played baseball?
I played baseball growing up. I stopped my freshman year as soon as I got to high school.
Wow.
That normally normally translate over to a hell of a baseball player with an arm like that.
Yeah. So who your favorite quarterback? Who you pattern yourself? Because you said it wasn't Cam. Who do you say, man, I kind of look, I mean, who kind of look like you a little bit?
I like to watch Aaron Rodgers and Pat Mahomes highlights. So just them two. Those are my 2 favorite quarterbacks right now in the league. And also, I got to throw in a little bit of Tom Brady there, just because I consider myself an old head, like him.
Who you throw in there?
I throw Tom Brady in there just because him doing what he's doing right now at this age, I don't think no one can do it.
Could you throw those sidearm throws and all of that? Different levels?
I got a couple clips.
Boy, yeah, how they gonna be calling? He gonna be calling.
Hey, what about that tight window? Hey, that's y'all favorite quarterback. Can he throw it through the tight window?
Yeah, I like throwing whole shots from the opposite half of the field, like the 50, 55-yard throws that actually only show up for like 20-yard throws. Yeah. I like throwing those, the field outs, all those, the deep 18-yard comeback routes. So I just like showing off a little bit, throwing those.
That's all right. Keep on doing your thing. What you got, Jim?
Yeah, and I just make sure that the message just went out to a couple of head coaches in HBCU. I just made sure they understand. I'm understand. They at least got to offer.
Yeah,
and that's the thing, and that's the point, because it ain't necessarily about we didn't talk about necessarily about a Deion Sanders, but just the thought of a young man of your stature.
Yeah. And
what's on your resume after 2 years of college, to just merely entertain the thought of it, just to say, okay, I'm gonna entertain you. But even though if you go somewhere, at least you're entertaining the thought, and right. that HBCU name is in the conversation. They're in the list, and eventually, people will take notice of that, if nothing else. And that's so. While you were in school down at UTSA,
UIW,
did you ever?
UIW.
I'm sorry, I'm tripping. I'm saying UTSA at UIW. In San Antonio, did you guys ever? I think the closest HBCU to you guys is what, Houston-Tillotson?
Yes, sir. Probably PV, the closest.
Probably, or PV. Did you guys ever load up in the car one weekend or one day and just go and slide down there?
We played them this year. It ain't work out too good for them Panthers.
Doug Jones, you heard that?
Ask Doug,
Yeah, Doug, you heard that, Doug?
Doug was mad. Doug said that's the only thing he mad at Cam about. and guess what? Your dad said you didn't even feel you had a good game that game.
No, I only threw for I got the ball. Every time I got the ball, I was already in my territory. I got we averaged plus 45, plus 40 that game where we got the ball. So I'm not really getting up some numbers. I missed some easy throws that I should have made some bad reads. I ended up throwing for 3 touchdowns, maybe 250, but I feel like that was one of my worst games this year.
Oh, wow. Doug, he took it easy on Doug. That's what he did. Doug, he took it easy on you. Jimmy?
Now you I was just sending this text message coming
Quit
all
texting,
over.
man.
from
Lead
people.
them in.
All
Hey,
over.
lead them.
Hey man, they all like Cam. Hey man, say man, how you get this guy on the show? What you mean how we get him on the show? It's a chop shop. You know what I'm saying? Now you somebody asked earlier, I think it was Status Movie, what's the plan after football? And then also I'm gonna throw one other in there. And this offer from UIW came late.
Mm-hmm.
What if UIW didn't offer? Let's play the what if game. What would you have to make?
Playing after football, right now I'm studying business and sports management. Besides like open up a gym facility, for tournaments and stuff, I haven't really thought about that.
Mm-hmm.
What I want to do with the degree. So that's still, I'm still questioning. So that's why I'm just studying business.
Mm-hmm.
And if UIW went to offer, I most likely would have went to JUCO. Kilgore, they hit my dad up in high school before UIW offered.
Mm-hmm.
So that would probably been the place I would have ended up, but who knows?
Yeah.
And
Now
A&M they showed interest in me, but they have 5-star who they offer, so they really couldn't tell you're gonna offer a 0-star or a 5-star quarterback, and that possibility of me walking on to A&M that could have happened too.
So now back to this past season, your head coach at UIW, University of Corning Word, he took another job. And a lot of times in the business, there's hardly any secrets in sports. Did you guys hear the rumblings or was it a surprise? And how did coach break that news to you that he was going?
We found out about 30 minutes after the game. I get back on the bus. I go to Twitter, and I see this, and I sent it to my dad, and he's shocked. Soon as after that, one person on my team, they showed somebody, and this got out around the team like that. Then I texted him. I sent a screenshot of it. He said, "This true." Then he just all got us together. When we got back to campus, he just told us.
So y'all were on the bus. Coach was on the bus with you, or did he take another route back?
Nah, he's on the bus with us.
So y'all were talking and dialoguing or texting back and forth on the bus. You knew then
Yeah,
on the bus ride back?
he said at the front of the bus, so I don't think he heard too much what we were saying back there.
So I'm saying, so y'all back there at that time on the bus, y'all already running. You just, a nail biting loss to Sam Houston State University on the road in Huntsville, Texas, which is not a far drive from your school. So you're on the bus. Guys are pissed off. You're thinking, one extra yard, you were right there from, and hell, if he was 6'5", he made 6'3". He made it across the goal line. But so, what was that like though? What was it like?
Just questioning, really. I don't have nothing against him, what he did. At the end of the day, he felt like I'm not going to, hate on somebody for, making what he thinks best for his family. So, I support him. And, if he felt it was the right move for him, I'm happy for him. If he's happy, I'm happy.
Absolutely. Because always remember, you're going to make the best decision for you. And this happens in sports. And young men, I applaud you because I guess your great upbringing. We got to understand only thing we can control is the controllables, Jimmy. The things that we can control. Parents, you can't control what no coach does. What no coach did in college back. You see what happened with what's that PV? That coach, I get information that coach knew when he went into that game. He knew he was going to Southern, and the players knew it. You follow me? Dooley, what is his name? Dooley. Before they played the game, the players already knew that their coach was going to leave. And I was under the impression, why did they let him coach the last game? Should have let somebody else coach the game. So, it's just that's the way that college basketball is a business. And my advice to you and your dad, man, you treat this thing like a business. And guess what? You in the position where you can demand certain things. You're in a position of power. When you walk in this room, I don't care if it's Nick Saban whoever. When you walk in that room right now is where you have the power to choose what university you want to go to. You don't worry about their accolades, because guess what? They got theirs. You trying to get yours. So you want to go to the best place that will put you in what in your talents and what you bring to the table in the best position. Wait a minute. Immediately. I'm not coming here to sit behind nobody. So let's get that straight right now. Listen to me. And I know your dad gonna go here. Listen to me. I'm not leaving to come sit behind nobody. And I'm coming here to play basketball. So if you want me, tell me you want me and give it to me right like it, and tell her like a T.I. is. tell her to give it to me like a T.I. is. And guess what? They gonna respect that. They got to respect. Now you have somebody you got to be able to hold them accountable to. So guess what? You in a position of power. You walk in there with your head up. Look, hey, just like you on this show. Yeah, they're going to know.
Yes,
they're going to know who they got somebody to reckon with. Jimmy, what else you got before we get the young fella out of here?
I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, once again, you give everybody that website again. Mm-hmm. So they want to go and get some of your merch.
I'm finna put it back up guys. There. Hold up. Thank Miss Sandy. Miss Sandy, who is Sandy Harris, man? Who is Sandy Harris? Huh?
That's probably
Coach, she didn't put it up there.
I think it's on my mom's side.
Oh, okay. Miss Sandy been putting it up there, and I saved it. So that's the website, Jimmy, right there. Go get that merch. Everybody.
Cam.
Cam
but I thought that's backwards. That's not it. I thought it was Cam 7 Ward. That's Cam. That says something else, Adam.
Oh, that's wrong?
Yeah.
Well, let's get her out. Right. Sandy, you don't know. Sandy, let me get you out there. Here you go. Sandy, hold on. Here she go. Hold up. She came back again. Hold up. Sandy, get it in. Watch. Jimmy, watch this. I'm going to put Sandy back up. Is that right? Hold on. Come on, Sandy. Sandy, I'm just going to put you. There we go.
Yeah, that's right?
That's it.
Okay.
There you go. Right. Cam7ward.com
I got you up here about 10 times.
Is the website. And as last thoughts, you guys, what advice do you have for the person out there who's probably playing sport, any sport, whether it be the high school student athlete, basketball, football, they have no Division I offers, and they're putting in the grind. What do you say to them as they enter the end of their high school careers?
Don't feel like someone owe you something. You got to go out and get it. And, at the end of the day, all it takes is one offer. I'm a perfect example of that. And, your friends, some of my friends, when I play basketball, they getting big-time offers. I'm getting nobody. I'm not even getting a letter at some points. So, just taking it upon yourself, control what you can control. And, if you work hard, you believe in God, keep God first, anything can happen.
I like
that's it, man. Super duper convo. Man, that's what I'm saying. On the Chop Shop, we don't do interviews. We have conversations. Yeah. We do convos. So if somebody ever asks, hey man, great, no, we don't do interviews here. We do convo. There's no papers in front of us. There's no teleprompters with questions to ask. It's just this is unscripted. This you know what? I understand. It's like a good freestyle for a whole hour with you. We've been freestyling with Cam. And speaking of that, what's your favorite? Who you rocking in your phones?
Who's on your playlist right now?
Yeah.
Well, game day, going to the stadium, I put on some Rod Wave. I put on some No Cap, but when it's time to warm up, I'm putting on some Young Boy.
Man, I don't know none of them people you just said, Cam. Cam, my old buddy don't know not damn. Wait a minute, give me them guys again. Hold up. I'm finna look them up. I'm gonna see what you mean. Give me them guys again. What they are? What?
Young Boy, you heard of Young Boy. Young Boy.
Oh, NBA Young Boy?
Yeah.
But see, you got to watch that Cam Coach. You got the baby, but mama, baby. You got, so I don't know how many Young Boys it is, Cam.
I don't really listen to the baby.
Okay.
I might listen like 2-3 songs, but it's not no game day that I listen to him.
So Young Boy, who is No Cap? What the hell is a No Cap?
He a new rapper. He just came out. He really got popular this year.
Okay, now who is the other dude?
Rod Wave.
Rod Wave. Ain't that? Why they call him Rod Wave?
You just gotta listen to him. You gotta listen to the words he say.
Okay.
Hey, Hal, you old, man. You old.
Man, okay. I'm gonna look up Rod Wave, no cap, and NBA young boy. So that's the only young boy. It's not another young boy, but one young boy.
Yeah, that's the only young boy.
Okay.
Yeah, I mix in a few little baby songs in there.
Okay.
So now before we let Landon play, being from in the shadows of H-Town, what's the best song that was ever made from out of H-Town? Give us who the artist and what's the name? What's the song? Best song of all time.
Man, I don't know.
He said, man.
Look, I don't want y'all to get on me in the comments.
No. Y'all, hey, they gonna leave you. I'm gonna get them up off you, baby.
I got it saved. because it's in my playlist right here.
What's that?
Okay,
Mo
Rod
City
Wave.
Dawn. That's what it is.
Who?
Mo City Dawn.
Mo City Dawn.
Who did that?
You know it?
I mean, I know the song. I don't know him.
Who is-
Okay.
His name is Mo City Don.
That's the song.
Who sing it? Who rap?
Zero.
Oh, okay. See, I ain't never heard
See,
it.
See,
I'm sorry.
he ain't from Memphis. How do you don't know him?
I'm sorry. I know Young Dolph. I know Dolph. I know Young Dolph. You know what that is?
Look, go to the comments. They know about Zero.
Oh, Zero. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Hold up. I'm trying to listen to Rod Wave right quick. You hold on a minute.
Say, man, you said old man.
I like old Rod. Yeah, I like old Rod Wave. I like him. He kind of cool, Jimmy.
Hey, man, we finna get ready to land this plane, man. Thanks so much. Cam Ward in the house, y'all. That's his name. Remember that. And go and check out their website, cam7ward.com, and get some of that merch from, he's in that portal. He's the number one quarterback in the country, 47 touchdowns and over 4,600 yards passing this season alone. And you're going to hear this name very, very soon.
Yes.
Coming to, he's not done. He's not done.
No, sir.
I mean, I understand. Immediately, he's probably going to be on the Heisman watch going into next season.
Yeah.
Wherever he lands.
Right.
So this is the specialness of what we are witnessing and what we are engaged with right now on the Chop Shop. Thanks so much, young man. You have it's nothing but great. I've met your parents before. Hell, I've even been to your house.
Yes, sir.
I like the atmosphere. That street, you go down on that flat, you're on the left side, you got people with their signs in the yard where they babies go to school at, and you know what I'm talking about, the flat right there. Nice
Yes,
crib.
sir.
Got nice land, good breeze. Hey, I like that. I'll be back when the cookout comes. I see you down there.
Yes, sir.
Old man put some of them Fred Flintstone burgers on the grill. I'll be down there. But thanks so much, man, for coming and chopping up with us on the Chop Shop. Make sure you save the Chop Shop. Come back and frequent with us often, and let some of your followers know that we existing on the Chop Shop. This is a great platform we have. This is kind of like the FUBU of us. You know what I'm saying? So you might go look that up. Like,
You don't
how to look
remember
up your
FUBU,
stuff.
Jim?
Yeah, he don't remember that stuff, right? He go look it up.
I know about all that.
For us, by us.
Okay.
It was a clothing line a long time ago. But yeah, man, I enjoyed, man. I really, really enjoyed my day today. I can't wait. Jimmy, guess what? I'm coming down there and get me one of them, what you call it? What kind of burgers you say? What'd you say?
Brontosaurus burgers.
Brontosaurus burgers. Yeah. But we'll see y'all
Yeah,
later.
I'll put something on the pit for y'all, me and my dad.
Okay. All right.
There you go.
Okay. Oh, you know how to cook?
I know I do a little bit.
Look
So
at
old
Cam. Well, Jimmy, get us out of here, Jim.
Guys, thanks so much. It's time to slide down Dino's back and yabba dabba do this thing on this Women Rock Wednesday. Shout out to all the ladies out there who hung with us all the way to the end. Sonia Billingsley, I see you. Sandy Harris, I see you as well. And of course, Crystal Wicks, Mindy, and all the rest of the crew. Thanks so much to all the ladies out there. Women Rock Wednesday. We'll be right back tomorrow with the Chop Shop. Make sure you spread the news about the Chop Shop. Share it to your social media platforms. And last but not least, share the show on your way out of the door. For Robert Hatter, this is Jim Hicks, and that's my man Cam. Oh, Cam.
Cam.
There you go. We'll see you, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right,
80
thank
yards,
y'all.
man. 80 yards. Shit. Boy, you sit on top of a goal.
Bye, man.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop.